Welcome to B2B Life with Jeff Brummer. This is your chance to listen in on conversations with successful entrepreneurs and business owners on their journey to success. Every story is different, but after consulting thousands of businesses over the last 20 years managing their business payments, Jeff has seen what works and what doesn't. From inspiration to tactics to a good laugh, helping leaders build more fulfilling businesses and lives is what B2B Life is all about.
My name is Jeff Brummer, and I've helped over 2,600 business owners and C-level clients in the last 20 years in their professional services and all things money management in their business and personal goals. In doing so, I like to bring experts in the B2B services world to help my clients leverage what I consider the best in the industry in their service. I'm here today with Hans Anderson at NetPhone. He's been in the telco industry for 18 years. They're an industry leader in cloud-based business phone systems. Hans has worked with mutual clients of mine and given them some amazing service and products. Hans, welcome to the pod.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, well, kicking off, obviously I love for when my clients can get a personal feel for who you are in a few minutes here. What's your background? Who are you? What brings you to this world of phone systems?
Well, I actually got into the phone industry kind of by accident. It was I ex-military, and then when I got out of the military, I worked in the radio industry for a little bit, sold radio spots, and had a little radio show of my own in Seattle, Washington. And then got into the telco industry kind of by accident. My wife was pushing me towards taking an interview, and I did. And before you knew it, I started working for a company that called Integra Telecom, who is no longer in existence anymore. But from there on, I just kind of moved up and up and up, and got myself into a place where I actually owned my own business for 6 years as a channel partner. And then we moved to Boise, Idaho. Probably about 2.5 years ago, worked for a carrier for about a year and a half before I took the position I'm at right now, being the regional channel manager for NetPhone.
Okay, great. And then personally, tell us about your family, where you're from, what you like to do, hobbies.
Yeah, so we're from Seattle. Me and my wife actually got kind of a fun, interesting story. We married for 15 years. We ended up getting divorced. And then both kind of went our own ways, did our own thing for about 3 years. We ended up getting back together after 3 years and got remarried. And when we got back together, she was like, hey, I want to move from Seattle to Boise because she had some family here. And frankly, we kind of wanted to get out of Washington with some of the stuff that was going on over there. So it was like, great, let's go. So we moved over here. We've got a 20-year-old son who's our oldest, and we have an 18-year-old who's a senior in high school right now who's graduating this year. Some of my hobbies is I like to do music. I have kind of been an on-again, off-again guy when it comes to fitness. Right now I'm on a huge program called 75 Hard. I'm on day 54 of that right now, which is pretty exciting, to say the least. I almost didn't think I'd be able to make it through this thing when I started, and pretty excited about that. But I like to work on cars. I work on my wife's Volkswagen Bug quite a bit that we've pretty much rebuilt. We like to Jeep. I love to fish. I do a lot of kayak fishing. So
okay. Well, you're in the perfect spot now with in Idaho for all that stuff. That's awesome. Well, that's cool. That's you've been in the industry a while. What kind of sets you guys? What sets you apart? First off, what's your role exactly? What do you do day to day at NetPhone? And then, secondly, what kind of sets you apart in that with that company?
Sure. As a regional channel manager, so what I do is I work with partners. So we have a lot of partners in our industry that work within what we call the channel. The channel is a place where basically people who are telco people or business people who want to offer phone data services, hardware in the telco space, they can actually sign up to be a channel man or be a channel partner, I should say, within the channel and be able to sell these products from hundreds of different carriers. And NetPhone's one of those carriers within the channel. So I am the regional channel manager for Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, and then I work with one of my other counterparts, and we do Eastern Washington and Eastern Oregon together.
Okay, great. So what sets Net2Phone apart from other VoIP carriers? What would you guys say is your why you're the best for businesses?
I would say not to come up with a canned answer. We have phenomenal leadership at our company. The leaders that run our company are second to none when it comes to guiding our product and our company in general in the right direction in an industry that is completely ever changing. Our products are constantly changing. Our things that are happening within our industry. I mean, it seems like every month you can get on LinkedIn and find out that some carriers coming out with something new or offering something new. Net2Phone stands apart because we literally we know what we're really good at, and that's voice services. So we don't veer away from that. We consistently stay working on that voice service side of it. We own our own softwares for our UCAS, which is your cloud-based phone system, our CCAS, which is our call center as a service, and then we also do Teams integration. So that's a pretty cool product as well. What that allows for is companies who are using Microsoft Teams to not necessarily have to use Microsoft as the voice carrier. They can actually use us as the voice carriers, and we can implement our dial tone to their Teams environment. And then we also sell SIP trunks for customers that need those.
Okay, so whether they're just using traditional POTS lines or some other competitor internet service, you guys can kind of take that over, improve it, and get some better service and potentially better price. I'm assuming, or are you guys pretty comparable to what's out there?
We're typically a price leader in pretty much everything that we offer.
Okay, great. I think some of the interesting things you were telling me is that you guys can integrate into some CRMs, which is pretty cool, where you can dial out via computer or from a mobile phone or device as well. You can dial out from your your CRM, obviously, you can dial out from there as well. You can potentially record conversations and have that attached to a customer profile or pop up the customer in the CRM. There's some cool stuff. It sounds like you can do with CRMs as well.
Yeah, we have some of the CRMs, some of the larger ones we have direct integration into. And then some of the ones that are the off the wall CRMs that are out there now, we can still integrate with through Zapier.
Okay. Excellent. Well, good. No, I continue to recommend you guys to my clients. As far as paying on a credit card, how does that work? Obviously, I'm motivated for my clients to get them to pay on a card for their service or their hardware. How does that work with Net2Phone?
Super easy, man. They can pretty much just call in and with their credit card number and pay their bill over the phone. They can do it online. We do a zero fee payment on our credit card.
Oh, perfect. So they can just keep the card on file and you guys just ding it once a month for the fees. Okay.
Yeah. If they like to, if that's how they prefer, or they can just call us in with the credit card and do it without us keeping it on store.
That makes sense. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. They can get their rewards for their business cards and continue to pay you guys. That's cool. Well, good. That's an ending. Where can people find you? Where are you? How do you like to be connected with if clients want to reach out to you?
I'm one of those people that love to have people just reach out to me directly. They can reach out to me through LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. And I believe we'll probably have me tagged on this once we publish that. So they can reach out to me directly off this webcast. They can also they can call me. They can do what such. And frankly, if they're wanting to get in touch with me, sometimes the best thing is for them to reach out to you first and have you reach out to me,
Okay.
since we like to work with guys like you as partners.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, we'll put your information in the show notes, and when we go live with pushing this out to our avenues, we'll put your contact info in there, how you see fit. And
One of the big things with us too is we love to do demos. So
okay,
we can do them virtually. They don't have to be in person. So as like I stated, I have a pretty large territory, so I can't be everywhere at once. I do a lot of virtual demos, and I've got some of the best sales engineers in the industry that work for us. So I love to bring them on board as well during our calls, and we do demos together to show customers, partners, whoever, how great NetPhone is.
okay, excellent. Yeah, I've got a client that I referred to you guys in December, and it sounds like they're up and running based off of the demo and kind of some of the bells and whistles you guys can work with them on their system. They were able to save money and add some functionality to their phone system, so it was a win-win for them, and they look forward to working with you guys. So awesome!
Yeah.
Thanks, Hans, for being on today. We'll let you go, and appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.